Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and today I'm gonna be doing a movie review, and today it's on a movie from 2020, and that is Tenet. Yep. So I'm gonna be reviewing Tenet today, which I actually saw this movie at my local Regal movie theater last night with my dad and Uncle Charles. No joke. Because most of you guys have probably saw my pictures that I posted on my social media, including my YouTube community tab. Like because I was wearing a mask and I got my hand sanitizer, and yeah, it was also great. It was also great to be back at my local Regal movie theater, seeing new movies in theaters now. So anyway, I went and saw this new movie directed by Christopher Nolan, Tenet, and the plot of Tenet is basically where you got this CIA secret agent who's called the protagonist, played by John David Washington, who basically in the movie, like he manipulates the flow of time in order to prevent World War III from happening. In order to prevent World War III. And of course, in the movie, he has like a handler, like a partner named Neil, who's played by Robert Pattinson. They have to do whatever they can to prevent World War III from happening, and yeah, so that's pretty much the plot of Tenet. Now, what do I think of it? Like I said, I saw this movie. I saw this movie in theaters, which is my second time back to going to the movies. Like after I saw the re-release of the Karate Kid when I was in Delaware, like between Ocean City, Maryland, and Delaware. So I actually went and saw Tenet, and for what it is, I really loved Tenet. Yeah, Tenet is a really excellent movie. Yeah, I really loved it. And plus, yeah, because it's directed by Christopher Nolan, and I know Christopher Nolan has directed many really awesome movies. And of course, just like Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan knows what he's up to, and he knows how to make a great movie too. Because I know Christopher Nolan has directed other movies like Dunkirk, and he also directed Inception. And yeah, and as for this movie, and this movie Tenet's also one of my new favorite movies of the year so far. Yeah, one of my new favorite movies. Yeah, because I thought the music score is really well done, and the directing of Christopher Nolan's really good as always, and the acting's really good too. Yeah, the acting's good. Like John David Washington was great in this movie as the protagonist, and Robert Pattinson. I thought Robert Pattinson did good in this movie. Yeah. And there's like a bunch of other cast members in this movie too, like Elizabeth Debicki. Like I thought she did good in this movie, and yeah. So and also and yeah, then this and of course some people already uploaded this on YouTube already, but Tenet's also known to be like the very first Warner Brothers movie to use its new Shield logo, I've been seeing that some people don't really like the new Shield logo, but because it just feels like one of Warner Brothers' old logos, like nostalgia. But I guess it'll be fine. It'll do for what it is. But of course, the story can get a little confusing in this movie. Like the story gets a little confusing because it'll probably make people hard to understand everything about this movie, and because I know the action sequences I thought were pretty cool. It's like, but also maybe it gets a little confusing for a second because of how the movements were going backwards. Like they're going in reverse and backwards. Yeah, it's kind of like we saw in some of the trailers, including the title, like how one of the letters is backwards and mirrored. Yeah. But yeah, and like I said, I'm very glad to be back at my local Regal theater, and I also should be back, and I'm also going back to work there, like starting tomorrow. Yeah, and I know there are some safety guidelines, like all employees and moviegoers will have to wear masks at all times, and of course social distancing, because that's the thing, because there was like not a lot of people, there was not a lot of moviegoers in the auditorium due to social distancing, like 6 feet apart, and yeah, but yeah, so me and Uncle Charles and Dad, we all enjoyed this movie. But of course, as for my local Regal theater, that I mean, some of the concessions, some there is some food that are still serving. Like we're still serving nachos and hot dogs, but one food but as of right now, one food we're no longer serving at my local Regal theater is that we're no longer serving pizza until further notice. And of course, we're no longer accepting refills either. Yeah, until when there's a vaccine available, hopefully soon or so. Maybe sometime in November, whatever. Maybe November 3rd or sometime after that, but who knows? We'll believe it when we see it. But yeah, so I'm just really excited to go back to work at Regal tomorrow, and so overall, Tenet was a really awesome movie. It was amazing too. I enjoyed Tenet, and I'm gonna give Christopher Nolan's Tenet a 5 out of 5. I loved it. And so if you're a fan of Christopher Nolan's movies, then I say check this movie out. Like, I recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, it just came out, I think it came out, like 2 days ago, like, September 3rd. Even this movie was supposed to come out in July. Like, even during the postponement of other movies during the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Like, Tenet was actually kept at its original release date, in July 2020, but of course, they had to push it back, like, to August, but then they finally get to release it on September 3rd. And then I went and saw this movie on September 4th. But yeah, so Christopher Nolan's Tenet definitely deserves a 5 out of 5. And if you're a fan of Christopher Nolan and if you haven't seen this movie yet, then I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. So that's going to be it for my movie review on Tenet. So that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.